Hello and welcome to a showcase of this modded tower, but I wish I didn't tell you it was modded so that I could see how long it would take for you to realize it was modded, because it looks so realistic. Again, it could be in the real game. This is the Boxer Monkey, which you actually may have seen on this channel before. I covered it when the mod came out over a year ago. And the Boxer Monkey is part of a set of custom-made towers made by Huber, who has honestly made some of the best well-designed tower mods I've seen in this game, because each tower comes with 15 unique upgrades that also change the splash art and the sprite to make it look as realistic as possible and less scuffed. So the other monkeys I'm not going to showcase in this video, you can see on the right, so I'm just scrolling through them. Psycho Monkey, Machine Monkey, Army Base, all of which are very cool, and you can see more of, well, maybe after this video. But there's been an update with the Boxer Monkey specifically. It has added a Paragon. We're going to take a look at what the Triumphant Titan Fist does by the end of this. See if that $300,000 upgrade is worth it. But the Boxer Monkey in general throws strong and fast punches at the exchange of having long range. Also, to spice things up, instead of just playing normal, regular hard mode, I've decided to add endless rounds in Apocalypse, because why not have, some random rounds for a change so we don't know what exactly is coming. Although we have an idea. Anyway, we're kind of leaking some lives now, so what upgrade shall we buy? We can get extra attack speed, extra range, or more pierce. I think we could use attack speed. And yeah, we could use some more range. Now, you might have noticed even after buying these two different paths, the third one didn't close. That's because I have ultimate cross-pathing enabled. Reason why is because Huber specifically said that these towers can now inherit ultimate cross-pathing, as in the synergies between all of the paths actually work better together, or they work together without bugging out the game, something like that. Anyway, more pierce, although that doesn't really help me. I guess I gotta quickly buy some more then. Now, which of these three do I want? Warm-up will double the attack speed at the start of every round. Spike Gloves will give range and PP to any balloon slow to mobilized or DOT. And then Iron Fist for lead and frozen. Well, I'm pretty sure only one of the three actually helps us do more damage so quickly. Warm-up, and holy crap, these pinks are menacing. Venability, but I think it's time to upgrade. I guess we'll just do top path first. Welterweight Elite makes things attack faster, and a chance to crit every few attacks. And now you can see the upgraded sprite and the upgraded crit chance. It seems pretty often, not gonna lie, like, I would guess 25% every 1 in 4 shots. Now, in addition to the new Paragon addition to Boxer Monkey, I believe the middle path also got a big rework. So, I don't know how many of you who have watched the Boxer Monkey initially still remember what upgrades it had, but I'm gonna be honest, I forgot a good amount of them. Some of them are fairly familiar, but even if the upgrade is the same as before, I still think I'm going to read over them again, just for, well, mostly my sake. Because frankly, I don't remember them myself, so it's basically like playing with an entirely new tower for me. For the most part, some things I might remember though. Let's see what Heavyweight Champion does. Turbo winner of the Ultimate Popping Championship. Every few attacks can KO a balloon, dealing 10 times the damage of a regular crit. So we're talking a crit on steroids, eh? Now, I did take a look at the original Boxer Monkey for reference, and the Heavyweight Champion upgrade was it was already in the game. However, it worked differently. I think it just gave normal attack speed and whatnot. But there we go. Oh, it doesn't replace crits. It's a new, I guess it's two different types of crit. A crit, I guess a crit in this sense means maybe, let's say, 2 times damage, but this one, it's 10 times that crit, so 20? Again, assuming the crit's 2x. That's pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Oh, now the thing is, crits do not help us against the fact that it's kind of luck-based, and the base damage is still really small. Hence why even with a $4,000 upgrade, we're still leaking lives. Not good. Not good, Chief. Time for some middle path action again. Again, this upgrade does nothing, absolutely nothing right now, because I don't have any utility. I would assume, since this is the Boxer Monkey, I actually do recall that the Boxer Monkey has the utility to stun balloons, which, thematically, makes perfect sense. With Boxers, you're basically dealing with heavy blows all the time, which perfectly correlates with, well, stuns, immobilization. Given the balloons that CTE, oh, quickly, Right, I didn't have light popping, so Iron first real quick. And before I die here, Vent ability, and let's take a look at Bloon Brawler. That's a tongue twister. Strikes balloons twice in quick succession with powerful spike gauntlets. To me, that just sounds like double the amount of damage for only 520. Hell yeah, let's do it. And that definitely increases the consistency. Yo, yeah, this is insane. This is gonna be an insane ultimate crosspath. I can already feel it. Because you're telling me I can get the crit damage of heavyweight champion and the basically double attack speed of this. Also, there's no camo right now, so I might have to get a camo village for this later. Because I'm cheap, or rather, I'm kind of poor right now. Spike Factory is the best counter to the little camos that come out on Apocalypse. Camos aside, it kind of feels like the Box Monkey, just with these little cross pads, are too strong. By this now, and I'm pretty much set to farm infinitely. Now, I do recall that the reworked, or rather the old second path that required a rework, had something to do with chainsaws, so you can kind of see why that has been axed now. Imagine being a professional boxer, but bringing a chainsaw to a boxing match. I don't think the organizers would be okay with that, nor the opponent you're fighting against. They don't really have to worry about getting concussion or CTA if they are split into half. Apologies for that visual. Let's buy primitive techniques now to finish off tier 3s. Each punch pops more balloons, and every few attacks slams the ground, creating a shockwave, popping lots of balloons at ease. And there's the synergy that comes within itself. Now, we can actually get the benefit of the middle path, the spike gloves. You can see just how good the knockout is. The moment a knockout shows on a Moab, it's gone. So it does at least 200 damage. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I feel like this tower should be illegal. Also, I think in hindsight, I should not have gone for a heavyweight champion first. Main reason being that you guys aren't seeing the sprites that come with this mod, which is probably like one of the more important things to show, honestly. So because of that, I guess I'll just upgrade some of these down here so you can see like what it looks like. So a balloon brawler. Honestly, it's not a tongue twister. I'm just really bad with words. I don't get a lot of practice these days. Primitive techniques. Okay, I guess it's not as flashy as a heavyweight champion, so you're not missing out on too much. But just in case you're curious. Now, all that talk about 433 crosspathing being OP, but it's starting to fall behind now. Granted, it is a 6k tower, still much stronger or very overpowered for it being ultimate crosspathing. But I think it's time to finally bring on the next upgrade. We'll siphon to buy us a bit more time so we can read Flailnado middle path for 8k. Gauntlets extended into flails with heavy chains for greater reach and pop power. When not attacking, the flails charge up, striking with even greater power once unleashed. And the ability spins so fast it creates a whirlwind, pulling inside many balloons and dealing massive damage. Well, let's put those words into pixels. Actually, I mean, the words are pixels already, but you know what I mean. Flailnado time, and thankfully, I believe the lower the path is, overrides the sprite of, like, anything above it. So, I guess it's good that we bought the top path first, because now we can keep on going down and down, so you can still see the upgraded paths, which this one is very interesting looking. I mean, it's not an axe or a chainsaw, but something tells me this is not quite legal in a boxing match. That aside, it appears the Boxer Monkey has now gained a charge bar. If I'm rereading this, it seems that this charges when you're not attacking, but okay, I might have picked a bad map or a bad game mode. Apocalypse, so that you can never ever actually see a single bar charge up. I guess unless I get another tower in front of it. Well, my bad. This is a cool mechanic though. Increasing damage the longer it goes without attacking, I think could certainly be an idea Ninja Kiwi steals in the future. Wink wink nudge nudge to any employees watching. But let's go ahead and use the ability while we can't really see a bar. See what the whirlwind does. And it appears to suck in balloons. I feel like very similar to the Mermonkey, Symphonic Resonance. Is that right? Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. We saw one bar charge up. That's about the most we can see, I bet. Uh-oh. DDT's in the house. Let me see if I can quickly use the tornado. And it does hook in DDTs too. Yeah, this is a really strong upgrade. I think it's basically the same as Symphonic Resonance, because I know Synfres got nerfed to not suck in BFBs, and it's not doing that. Seems almost identical to it, but seeing those DDTs there was not good. I think we need to get our next upgrade. Primal Monkey in the bottom path, only 2k. Me see Bloon, no more Bloon. Yes, that's gonna help us a lot. I believe this is an unchanged. I actually remember that description from a year ago. But it appears we have now changed into a mini Pat Fusty, and I'm not gonna lie, with just 2k being spent, I didn't expect it to be a difference maker, but holy crap, is it doing good work. My guess is, again, the pathing. Remember, we're getting basically double with the middle path tier 3 and huge crits, which probably works with whatever your Primal Monkey's attacks are, which I think is just a ground slam that does big area damage, so go figure that increasing that is now paying off big dividends. I wouldn't say unfair, but I do kind of want to see what the non-broken versions of each Boxer Monkey looks like, because right now all you see is middle path being OP, but is it really OP if you didn't have ultimate cross pathing? I'm gonna test that just by buying a couple more, like say a 240 to see how much damage this ends up doing. Same with, I guess, the top path for the time being. Best cross pathing, probably lead popping. I need to hit DDTs. So there goes that. And to me, it feels pretty balanced for $8,000. Not an overly huge amount of damage, and very respectable damage on this too. So yeah, in case you're thinking, whoa, they gotta chill with the OP-ness of these tower mods. OP-ness standing for overpoweredness. Well, it's all because of ultimate cross-pathing, let me just say. If you don't care about balance and just want to break the game, then this is the way to do it. Now, I think I've had enough, even though this is still stalling on round 94 here. I think it's time to at least test a tier 5, so it's Atomweight time. Nearly died trying to lose weight for the next fight, but was revived after absorbing ghostly energy. Sell these two. Back to solo showcase, and I think this should be very similar to what we saw last time. Okay. I didn't quite expect an instant clearing of the board, but yeah. The Atomweight appears to spawn a bunch of ghostly punching gloves and have them chase the target and seek their target. This, I feel like, is a little bit too broken. It also seems like the Flailnado charging only, like, is used on the Flailnado attack itself, which I guess makes it a slightly more balanced, if you could even still consider this balanced. But what I was saying is I imagine the extra charge, extra damage could be detonated or used up with these Atomweight attacks. We would be here for days, I bet. Let's see how many shots it takes to break down a bad. We beat it before it even gets in the real range. That's kind of crazy. And I feel like it's just the upgrade itself that may be overtuned, because, again, we're not really getting much cross-pathing benefit from the top path other than the middle. Bottom isn't doing much. You're already getting the crit damage without ultimate cross-pathing going for Atomweight anyway, so I think it's just overtuned in the stats. Okay, moving on. Let's look at the middle path. Sparaticus. Description: the arena bows to a true warrior. That sounds menacing. Instead of buying it on the current Boxer Monkey, because we can still hardly see it, because the gloves literally one-shot ZMGs, how about we just once again move this away and buy an uncross path one to see how that does first before buying it on the other one. How about that? So let's see the damage. Why is the damage so low? 6,000. I'm waiting for it. Oh, it just did a big shot of 10k there, but I think its main issue is that it shoots too slow, and no, that's not the case. I think it's just the Boxer Monkey or the Atomweight deleting everything with the Seeking Gloves. That's why. This thing is definitely not weak at all. Look at it detonate its attack off, and yeah, that was a 40,000 damage within seconds there. It also sometimes appears to jump straight to 3 out of 3, so I'm not sure what's up with that. My guess is that the charge system of the Flailnado is just now instant. Instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, it's just 0 and instantly to 3, which with a much faster recharge time. Just my guess. Honestly, balance-wise, this middle path seems quite fair. It also does not have lead popping, I don't think, so I have to buy it its own MIB. And now it should be a bit more cleaner. Ability? Does it? Oh, okay. This is basically, I would guess, the final harmonic, right? Hooks in everything except the bad now. Makes perfect sense, I would say. Okay, let's move the other boxer back so we can see the final upgrade. First off, sell this so I can buy Sparaticus on this guy. And Primordial Ancestor has been battling the Bloons since the beginning of time. Primordial, sorry. Get it? And it's the exact same as, I think, the first version a year ago. Although it seems, I don't know, it seems new to me. At least all these grand attacks. I don't quite recall the Primordial being this utility heavy. Or maybe I'm just forgetting. Either way, I guess how could I not have expected that, you know, buying all 555s in the same tower will probably lead to destruction like this. Man, that chain damage is nasty. What's even causing that? Is that still the Atomweight? Let's see it. So a couple stuns here. A couple more stuns. Yeah. The Atomweight is still putting in a massive punch. Good god, do we even need a Paragon with how broken this is? Now, it seems like, I don't know, Sparaticus was bugging out earlier, but this still appears to go up in charges, 0, 1, 2, 3. Sounds about right. I also cannot upgrade to a Paragon, I think, unless I get separate tier 5s of each, so I guess eventually I have to say goodbye. And then eventually just upgrade one of these to a tier 5. Also, what's going on? I bought Flailnado, but I click away and I didn't buy it. Huh. Oh, it's not even draining my money. Okay, I think it's bugged out because I guess I have a 555 on the field. That's my guess. The 555 is still literally one-shotting bads at this point without any further buffs, so we might be waiting forever. I think I'll do a quick reset to fix this bug, and we'll take a look at the Paragon. Okay, so I had to create an entirely new save file in order for the bug to fix itself, but I've kind of replicated back to where we close to left off. We currently have a degree 21 Titan Fist, but I guess I'll twiddle around a little bit longer, get some more pops before we truly blast off. Probably not for long, though, eh? No. These DDTs, I think I am cooked if we don't pop them. Unless the Primordial saves us. Oh, also, I had to disable ultimate crossbowing too to fix this. By the way, in case you couldn't see. We'll just spend all the money we can, degree 37, why not? Don't worry, doesn't matter. The multiple of 20 does not matter in this game mode. And, oh god, what the hell? That was not what I expected to see out of the Titanium Paragon that quickly. I think I might need to save some money then, if it's that weak. Like, at the very least, we have to save for Legend of the Night, so let me get a little bit more money first, and just farm some pops along the way. I think at 43 we'll try again. We have Permaspike this time, so don't worry. If a DDT gets through, we'll be fine. But I am surprised that the Triumphant Titan Fizz is leaking stuff. Especially since we pumped so much money, and sweat and tears into this Paragon. A lot of pops and all that. Like, what is it doing exactly? Well, you can see that each attack, every time it, I guess, slaps on a target, it throws out a little bit of that Atomweight. So there's the top path inclusion. Middle path inclusion, right here. Don't know what's with all this lag, but yeah, pretty strong whirlwind we got there. But how the hell did it leak DDTs is what I'm wondering. Like, seriously, wouldn't Bonaparte stun it? Or is it just not... Is the stun just not working for some reason? That would really help. Because the damage actually seems somewhat reasonable. Maybe a little bit underpowered against a, say, BED. But these DTs, man, they're just running a train on our Boxer Monkey here. I didn't even get the chance to show you the description. Never lost a single bout. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mr. Triumphant. It appears you're losing every single bout against a DT so far. I was also about to say that it would probably lose a bout to, say, a tier 5 elite phase Bloon Ares. Literally any tier 5 boss, right? So definitely some hubris there in the description, I can tell. Oh my god, more FDTs. I think we've given too much of a cushion already Once our Permaspike pile gets breached, I think that's a good place to call it game, because, yeah, this thing should have lost ages ago, or rather, the second we bought it. Now, let me also take this time to at least appreciate the splash art that this BOXER Monkey Paragon has. I mean, look at the amount of detail put into just one sprite, or one splash art of a tower mod. We've got the mom heart tattoo and the pot belt. How wholesome is that? This shit's bringing me to, like, tears. Tears of joy, and at the same time, tears of sadness because of how many DTs this thing leaked. Now, it's not like there's no stuns. There are definitely a lot of stuns. It's just, for some reason, I'm seeing the stuns on ZMGs, but not really on the DDTs, weirdly. See there? Yeah, look at that. It's like an instant knockback on a lot of these things, but just complete wash against these guys. Good god. Permaspike, oh, it was almost going to take all of them. That was pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Real quick before I go, one thing I realized while fiddling around with this tower is that, just like real Paragons, the splash art changes when you get a higher degree, which I find really cool. We saw the degree 40 version, but let's try a degree 80. There's only 2, but 2 is still a lot better than 1. You can see now that this Paragon has an extra set of boxing gloves. Some pink, purplish gloves to go on top of the original one. Most likely shooting more gloves than before. I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, I found that fascinating, or that Huber went through the effort to even do that with this Paragon. So again, big shout out to him, and I highly recommend you check out the other mods that he created because they are really, really cool, and that's probably underselling it. See ya.